I feel unsure.
We're getting canceled.
Oh, like they already canceled? Like, I'm hopeful that it'll all be okay. It'll all be okay.
10-day isolation, KN95 masks, an abundance of caution.
The cat is out of the bag right now. We are not going to open icons.
Now we have to quarantine here for 7 days because somebody in our cast has COVID.
On the NCL website today that our ship is probably going to be suspended for sailing until February 26th.
Postponing the rehearsal. We are sending you home to come back at a later day. And by the end of the week, we will tell you what is the plan of action with everybody.
The last week has been crazy. When I left you last week, kind of in the dark at the end of that video, I'm stressed! We were all freaking out. It was just this ominous Zoom link just saying we have a meeting with everyone in Tampa and that was it. It was with every other cast that was here. It was with all the creatives, all upper management. They didn't tell us what it was about at all. And so of course we thought the worst. It was actually great news.
Thanks to you guys, we are in a place where we can reopen.
The studios were reopening that day.
We're going to rehearsal!
We didn't think it would be happening that fast. As a cast, we decided to go in and just review what we have learned so far and just kind of refresh because it had been 2 weeks since we had been to rehearsals. In the meeting, they also mentioned safety protocols that they're implementing, N95 masks. We have to stay within our bubble. We can go home, work, grocery store, which kind of sucks, but when we got back from rehearsal, we got another Zoom link. This is just the week of Zooms, I guess. And this link said it was just our cast. It didn't have any description. Again, it just said 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m.
You have a Zoom link with all upper management and your cast. So again, we assumed the worst. The good thing about the email was that we had rehearsals scheduled for after. We assumed because of that we weren't completely canceled. We really had no idea what the Zoom was going to be about. So we're sitting there waiting for it to start. They're about 10 minutes late starting. Our palms are sweating. We're just unsure of what the heck they're about to tell us. Should we take predictions of what they're going to say?
No.
No. Okay, we just had our meeting and we still don't know when we are boarding the ship. And for the first like 20 minutes, they're not really saying much, not really giving us a ton of information. And then one of my castmates brings up the fact that they saw on the NCL website that the Pride of America was being pushed back to a March 5th sail date. This is what it says on the website. What does that mean for us? And essentially they said, yeah, that is true. I guess upper management was supposed to tell us before Norwegian posted it to the actual website, but that didn't happen. And so we found out through the website instead of from Tampa. They said that the sail date of the ship is pushed back to March 5th, but that they weren't sure what that meant for us. He did say though that we will not be doing Icons, the second show, which is a really big bummer. Only doing 2 shows when we were supposed to be doing 3 is really upsetting when that's your job. So today is Wednesday and he said that by Friday they will have a timeline for us. And so we are really hoping that that is true. In the meantime, today we are going to rehearsals and I'm going to take you guys along for the whole day to kind of see what it's like with how things are working. I want to just take you guys along today because I don't know if I'll ever go back because it feels like every time we go to rehearsal, something happens and then we are not able to go back again. So while we're there, I'm gonna take you guys along and show you what a day is like at rehearsal with Norwegian Cruise Line.
Say hi, who's ready to go to rehearsal?
So normally we get picked up around 9 a.m. but of course, since we had our meeting, we were picked up around 11. The first thing that we do is put our N95 masks on and make sure that we're protected there. And then we go into the break room and our lunch away. And then we go straight to the nurse and give her the COVID test that we took that morning, and she kind of checks it to make sure that it is negative. Normally the day will start with music rehearsal, but because we came in late, we went straight into the studio where we spend most of our day. Because of COVID, we are really confined to that space. We don't really go to any other spaces. So we were in the studio all day. The show that we're working on right now is called Lights, Camera, Music, and so that is what we are working on the entire day.
Our shoes are here.
For the morning half of the day, we just learned new material, and then we had lunch. The hardest part about rehearsals is that you're on your feet for 8 hours a day. It's really tiring, your feet really hurt, your body really hurts. Thankfully, since we've only had rehearsal like 6 times in the last month, my body's doing pretty great. At the end of the day, we put our shoes away into these little bins. I apparently throw my shoes in them, but yeah, we were done around 5, and then I just went home, showered, made dinner, hung out, and I'm usually in bed by like 9. I read my book, and that's it. It is like 8:45 right now, and I'm just getting ready. We are getting picked up at 9:50. Okay, decided to curl my hair, and now it's time for a COVID test. We do these every single day, and I'm so over it. Okay, this is the outfit of the day. I have this cute little zip up workout top, and then just black leggings. Negative. Our worst fear that we've had this entire time came true. Today was another wild day. We got to rehearsal. We do our antigen tests every morning, and someone tested positive, so we had to go home, and now we potentially are quarantining for 7 days depending on if her PCR test comes back positive or not. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully her antigen test was just like a fluke. I looked exhausted. I think the stress and anxiety of everything is like getting to me, and I'm just, yeah. We got our cast jacket. They say Norwegian Creative Studios, and the best part about it is the back, which I will show you. But there's a little escapee on the bow because we thought that was hilarious. So as of right now, we are waiting. We apparently are going to have a Zoom meeting tomorrow telling us what the timeline is going to be, which is basically what they were saying they would tell us the last meeting, and they didn't know. So they said they would have answers by Friday, and so we are just hoping that they do. In the meantime, we have ordered some vodka and some ginger beer, and we're gonna make Moscow Mules because I need a drink.
Thank you so much for joining. Hoping to resume the launch of the POA on March the 5th.
They said that we are going home. Okay.
I'll let you do it.
Oh, I'm so boring. Okay, we just finished our last freak. Okay, so we just, I hate you. We're going home for 4 weeks.
Gotta get packing.
Okay, so it looks like we will be going home for about 4 weeks. It just makes sense because they don't have room in the apartments in Tampa or in the studios in Tampa for us to just hang out here for the next 4 weeks, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, after talking to some of my friends who are on ships, you know, they're like, we can't go to crew bar, we can't go to the gym, we can't get off, we can't go in guest area. Like, they're really confined to a small space, and they're just in their cabins half the time. I think that in the end, it's gonna be better to let Omicron hopefully peak and then go back down, and then it'll be better for us once we get there. Hopefully we're able to get off the ship, we're able to go to crew bar and all those things. It sucks that we are getting sent home after, you know, 2 years of waiting to finally get back here, but I think in the end it'll be for the best. I'm excited to go see my family. Robert and I are figuring out what we want to do. We're thinking of doing a road trip through California, but we haven't decided yet. Instead of flying back to Tampa to finish rehearsals, we are gonna fly straight to Hawaii. So in the meantime, I won't really be making many videos about ship life because we will not be on a ship, nor will we be in rehearsals, but I'll keep you guys updated on everything that we're doing. You can follow along on whatever the heck we get up to, because I have no idea what it's gonna be. I'm technically just chilling for 4 weeks. So we're gonna make the most of it. We're gonna have fun. So subscribe and follow along. Thanks, bye.
Put your mask on.